Secondary broadcast.
Atlas Telkandar Sean disconnected from your channel. Wing 1 from the server.
Hit Balax, Vagabond, Balax, Vagabond. Broadcast now. Tell me if the supers come back on field.
Joined your channel.
Balax, Vagabond, he's broadcast. Broadcasting the scimitar now. Guys, broadcast for reps. Broadcast for reps. Lorenda, scimitar, primary now. Lorenda, scimitar, primary now. Lorenda, scimitar, primary now. Secondary is Nimrod in a scimitar. Secondary is Nimrod in a scimitar. Switch primary to Nimrod now. Switch primary to Nimrod now. Switch primary to Nimrod now. Is that Chimera in triage?
Broadcast for fucking armor.
Broadcast, guys, come on. Nimrod's primary. Nimrod's primary. Keep it on him, keep it on him, keep it on him, keep it on him. Next one's broadcast. Are the supers back on field? I need to know when they come back on field. Eyes Ben Yams, Eyes Ben Yams primary, Eyes Ben Yams primary, secondary, Tony Boney, they're both broadcast. Tony Boney is your secondary, Tony Boney is now your primary. Tony Boney is now your primary, Tony Boney is now your primary. Tony Boney is now your primary. Tia Toe is broadcast, Tia Toe is broadcast, he's your secondary. Tia Toe is broadcast, he's your secondary. Tia Toe is now your primary, Tia Toe is now your primary. Your secondary is broadcast, ZAR, ZAR in a scimitar, ZAR in a scimitar is your secondary. ZAR in a scimitar is your secondary. Kill Tia Toe, kill Tia Toe. ZAR is now your primary, ZAR is now your primary. Lock up Lorenda, he's in half armor. ZAR is now your primary, ZAR is now your primary. Are the supers on field?
Nigger on field.
Lorenda is now your primary. Lorenda is now your primary. Lock up Charlie ZA, Charlie ZA, Charlie ZA is broadcast. Charlie ZA is broadcast, Charlie ZA is broadcast. Are we losing loads of shit again?
Talking jammed.
Charlie is your primary, Charlie is your primary. Secondary is broadcast now. Secondary is broadcast, secondary is broadcast. Primary is broadcast. Krondus, hit Krondus. Everybody hit Krondus now. Hit Krondus now.
I need assistance on Tony, Adron.
Check. Aeon on field.
Aeon on field.
Deaggress. Everybody deaggress. Is it only one or multiple?
Only one.
Other 4 AMs still at pause.
Secondary, General Clapper. Lock him up. Kill him. General Clapper, kill him.
Jammed.
General Clapper. Drake, broadcast. Drake, two-tone, broadcast. Drake, two-tone, broadcast. Claymore. Pawnee, broadcast. Two-tone primary, secondary is the Claymore. Two-tone primary, secondary is the Claymore. Claymore is now your primary. Hit the Claymore. Let's go. Hit the Claymore.
BTINC Sun Amber joined the server. BTINC Sun Amber.
Guardians, are you getting ECM bursted to fuck, or are you guys doing alright?
Doing okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, switch primary to Vic Ready Hurricane. Broadcast now. I'm gonna broadcast a couple, guys, so lock them all up. Vic Reedy is your primary. Vic Reedy is your primary. Your secondary is Star Rotter in a hurricane. Then lock up Jaxie. Jaxie is your secondary. Jaxie is now your primary. And after that, we're going to switch back to the Claymore. After that, we're switching back to the Claymore. Switch back to the Claymore. Claymore is now primary. Pawnee and the Claymore is now your primary. Broadcasting Absolution. Zevran. Switch primary to Zevran. Are we dying or are we staying alive, guys? Please tell me.
You're looking good now.
Even numbers.
You've killed more of them, definitely.
Okay, Vulture.
Guys, I'm trying to join the fight. Where system are you at?
Vulture broadcast. Vulture DS broadcast. Vulture DS is broadcast.
There's a bomb inbound.
OCTA Change Heart joined your channel. Wing 1 on server and appears.
Okay. Broadcasting your secondary. Lobe. Lobe is your secondary. Lobe is your secondary. Switch to Lobe now. Switch to Lobe now. Your secondary is SYI. Lobe is your primary. Secondary is SYI. Lobe is your primary. Secondary is SYI. Your primary is now SYI. Your primary is now SYI. Archie needs reps. Archie needs reps. Archie needs reps. I think I need reps. Yeah, I do. Bone is your primary. Bone in and Arazu is your primary. Bone in and Arazu is your primary.
PFU Getter in your channel. Wing 1 timed out.
Okay, hold on a sec, guys. I'm just locking some more targets up. Archie needs definite reps. I think I'm being shot by quite a lot.
Bomb.
Targets broadcast now. Targets broadcast now.
Your DTA Chai Samson 86.
The supers are starting to log out.
DTA Chai Samson 86 joined your channel. Wing 1 on server.
Okay, guys, I've just switched because I can't do anything.
Good luck, guys. Dropping fleet. Died.
Need assistance with Tony, please.
Targets broadcast. Hector. Hector is your primary. Hector is your primary.
Fucking hitting me.
Battle comms.
Secondaries broadcast. Hector is your primary. Secondary is ASC in a vagabond. ASC in a vagabond is your secondary.
Don't
VER
spam
and
the
vagabond is
protest.
your secondary. VER and vagabond is your secondaries broadcast.
BTINC Deft Crow Reed River joined the server.
VER is your primary. VER is your primary. Captain Davey is your secondary.
SEPR Spaceship Runner disconnected from your channel. Wing 1
Captain
Supers
Davey is
on
now your
field,
primary.
3 supers.
More supers on field. 2 Aeons, 1 Nix.
Supers are remote bursting?
Yeah.
Is there an ECM burst on field?
Vic Reedy.
Hang
Vic
up.
Reedy. Switch to Vic Reedy. Vic Reedy. Hurricane is your primary. Vic Reedy. Hurricane is your primary.
Arcade K00 Tricky left your channel and switched to AFK for 15 guys on server.
REV and a Drake is your primary. GUA and a Drake is your secondary.
WALOH disconnected from your channel. Wing 1 from the server. L0.
Alright, get him in the docks. We got half our guys out of fucking TS right now. And my shit was broke. You guys couldn't even hear me. I was screaming primaries. No one could even hear me.
4 supers on field.
Tai Cinnaball primary. Tai Cinnaball primary. Tai Cinnaball is primary.
MCHI1 left your channel and disappears to XYG on server.
Tai Cinnaball is your primary. Tai Cinnaball is your primary. ECM burst went off. Deagress.
Hit the
Guardians,
dock.
rep what you can. Deagress, Guardians, rep what you can.
Docking request denied.
Shit, my mic is gone.
Deagress.
L0 Key Spirit was
Everybody deagress.
Dock.
on server.
Deagress, nobody dock yet. How many supers are on the field? Guardians, are you able to rep anything at all?
Negative, you got
4
jammed.
supers
back
on
up.
field.
What?
4 supers.
NASGU aggressively stupid joined the server.
Docking request denied.
Are you...
Guardians coming back up.
Guardians are coming back up.
L0 Key PBM Zonic joined your channel. Wing 1.
Yes, I'm Rabin. Yes, I can hear.
Joined your channel. Wing 1 on server.
Okay, Duke's Vagabond is broadcast. Guys, don't dock up. If you docked up, undock. Duke's Vagabond is your primary. Duke's Vagabond is your primary. You know what? Fuck this. We're slugging it. Duke's Vagabond is your primary. Duke's Vagabond is your primary. Your secondary is broadcast. Captain Plunkett. Captain Plunkett. Rep Archie. Rep Archie. Rep Archie now. Rep Archie now. Captain Plankface is your secondary. Captain Plankface is your primary.
Joined your channel. Wing 1 on server. W8 Roughkiller joined the server.
Alright, I'm back.
Captain Plankface is still your primary. Your secondary is KY and a Moonin. KY and a Moonin.
W8 Roughkiller joined your
5
channel.
supers
Wing
on
1
field.
on server.
Okay, this time Deagrass. This time Deagrass.
UNT Link WA Dirtmore joined the server.
Deagrass. Everybody Deagrass.
Get your drones
Status in the kitchen sink.
Pull your drones, de-aggress, de-aggress, de-aggress. Pull your drones, de-aggress, de-aggress, de-aggress. Everybody de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up. Start spamming dock, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up.
Docking request denied. Docking request denied.
Nice, okay. Everyone's going in. Alright, cool. Get off there.
De-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up.
Anybody else moving back to the fight?
Docking request
From 19.
De-aggress and dock up.
Docking request denied.
Okay, I gotta jump on with Trip 8 comms, see if they're coming. I gotta check their status.
De-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up, de-aggress and dock up. Guardians, you should be... Yeah, we're good, we're good. Dock up, dock up, dock up.
FC, a lot of us are showing back up in CZ that died. You want us to reship?
Yeah, reship and start moving back. Reship and start moving back. Same again, guys.